Welcome to Breaking Friction. Between the years of 2025 and 2026, the entire artificial intelligence landscape completely fractured. A year ago, picking the right tool was simple. You looked at a leaderboard, found the model with the highest MMLU benchmark score, and logged in. Look at this chart. GPT 5.4, Claude 4.6, and Gemini 3.1 Pro race upward, hitting an identical ceiling. This is benchmark saturation. As we pull back, the chart adds a cost axis. Open source models hit those same benchmarks for pennies. Raw intelligence is now a cheap commodity. So if these models possess identical intelligence, why does one output look like a cinematic masterpiece, while another looks like robotic slop? The differentiating factor is no longer the raw model you choose. It is the specialized pipeline and the ecosystem that model sits inside. You see this divide clearly in video generation. There is a massive gap between rendering a standalone clip and executing an actual film production workflow. On one side, you have clip-tier tools like Sora and Runway Gen 4. They prioritize raw, cinematic quality for isolated outputs lasting maybe 10 seconds. Their structural flaw is memory. They cannot maintain character consistency or world logic when you try to sequence multiple shots together. On the other side are pipeline-tier platforms like MStudio. The raw generation might be slightly lower fidelity, but it is wrapped directly inside storyboards, animatics, and audio integration workflows. A visually stunning, high-resolution hero shot is entirely useless to a professional film team if it cannot be sequenced consistently into a larger narrative. You find that exact same tension in professional research. There is a strict conflict between a smooth conversational flow and rigorous fact-finding. ChatGPT uses a search-first approach. It favors synthesizing a single, confident response that often smooths over complex nuances to keep the conversation moving. Perplexity counters with a model counsel strategy. A single query is routed through multiple frontier models to eliminate blind spots. This multi-step investigation expands into a structured document. It prioritizes precise inline citations, mapping every claim back to its origin. Serious researchers require tools built specifically for verifiable accuracy and source attribution, not a friendly chat interface. This dynamic escalates to life or death consequences in medicine. Medical trainees are increasingly using consumer AI chatbots for preliminary image interpretation and case discussions. But this chart shows the diagnostic accuracy of human specialists compared to AI models on complex medical exams. Board-certified radiologists significantly outperform generalist models like GPT-5 and Gemini 2.5 Pro. In the world of software development, this shift is moving even faster with the rise of vibe coding. Developers are migrating away from blank web browser chat boxes and moving into unified workspaces like cursor canvases. These new AI desktop agents run persistently in the background. They read and modify local files and update databases without requiring human prompting. This deep workflow integration is the only practical way to build complex, multi-layered software now that benchmark scores have peaked. The application interface itself is now the true product. The underlying AI intelligence is just a commoditized back-end utility. Zoom out to the macro view of the tech landscape in 2026. General intelligence is commoditized. The era of logging into one massive, do-everything chatbot for your daily work is officially dead. You need to stop evaluating your tools based on abstract intelligence benchmarks or generic feature lists. The requirement now is to shift your mindset from simply prompting a machine to orchestrating an ecosystem of specialized pipelines. Subscribe to Breaking Friction, and we will continue providing strategies for navigating this fragmented, specialized AI landscape.